Hello, my name is Aida Rodomanchenko, and today we're talking about professional standards, whether we should follow or ignore them. And first of all, I wanted to ask you two simple questions. May I ask those of you who have their phones within reach to scan the QR code and answer two short questions. And I will show you the results. So I simply wanted to know your attitude towards professional standards, whether you're familiar with them, whether you're the one who has never heard of them. I also wanted to know your attitude towards professional standards. And I do see that even though they are important and relevant and extremely hard to maintain, they are necessary. But at the same time, they are unreal and boring. So let's take a closer look. I want to ask you, have you ever been given an assignment and asked to grade it without any assessment skills? How did you feel? I guess that I won't be wrong if I assume that you were frustrated. Another situation. Have you ever been given an assignment and asked to grade it with the tone of descriptors? How did you feel? Frustrated again. Have you ever been informed that your teaching is to be observed and there are either none or a gazillion of checkboxes? How did you feel? Well, I personally felt frustrated. It is difficult to work without any touchstones, but I also believe that it is even more challenging to work with an immense number of them, aiming for an outstanding judgment. Some teachers may stumble because they do not know the standards governing their profession. Others because they know them too well. And irrespective of our knowledge, we tend to perceive standards as the root of all evil. So, a few statements about standardized testing and about standards as such. Standardized testing does not reliably correlate with actual learning and success in the future. True? Sure. Standardized assessment kills creativity and does not provide a true picture of intellectual, professional, or you name it, ability. True? Indeed. Standardized approach impacts education, resulting in a teach-to-the-test attitude. Does it sound familiar? It does. And some teachers tend to believe that this standardized attitude is true for both students and teachers. However, not only are the professional standards there to evaluate our knowledge and our skills, but they are also to pinpoint some areas for improvement. They are there to provide us with a, let's say, double-sided mirror, which shows both our strengths and our weaknesses, and creates an itinerary for our future professional development. Throughout history, the role of a teacher evolved immensely. Gone are the days when only the wise ones had access to the information. Nowadays, it takes only a couple of seconds to Google anything we need to know. And from being considered experts in our field, with students hanging on our every word, and with a free rein in a classroom, we actually turned into facilitators who lead discussions, ask provocative and thought-provoking questions from time to time, and who are reined in by the newly devised professional standards. We are presumed to meet curriculum demands, cater to individual students' needs, check homework, provide grades, promote and sustain learner-centered environment, and in general, to make sure that others believe that we do our job properly. Doesn't it seem to be a daunting challenge? It does, unless we take a closer look and a friendlier look at the professional standards, embrace them, and start treating them as our old friends who are there to guide and support us. Our students are to develop and master multidimensional and interdisciplinary skills. As teachers, we cannot guide them unless we acquire these skills ourselves. Our students are to learn how to use technology to do research. And we, as teachers, are to harness the power of this technology to enhance learning quality. Our students are to become better people, able to efficiently communicate and build relationships with others. We are to understand their psychological needs and use our knowledge of an array of pedagogical theories and stages of cognitive development to help them. The standards, which are developed by those in power for kids, are intertwined with those devised for teachers. They're like yin-yang, two complementary forces which interact and form a dynamic learning system which results in a greater good. Better us, teachers, as professionals. Better them, students, inspired to pursue their dreams and to achieve their goals. As it was said by one educationalist from Singapore, the teacher has always been the person who plants trees so that other people can sit under them. And I truly believe that if we follow the guidelines and keep in mind our professional standards, we will be able to choose the best spot for our forest. Thank you.